Okay, we're going to have a look at time zones and journey times then. Okay, so have a look at these examples. Paris is 1 hour ahead of British time. If it is 2 o'clock in Paris, then what time is it in London? So Paris is 1 hour ahead, which means Britain is 1 hour behind. So London's going to be 1 hour before Paris. So it's going to be 1 o'clock, so 1300 or 1 p.m. if you prefer. Question 2, New York is 6 hours behind UK. If it's 9 a.m. in New York, what time is it in Glasgow? New York is behind, which means Glasgow is in front. So we want to add 6 hours onto 9. Easiest way to do it is just to count on your fingers. So we go 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. So it'll be 3 p.m. or if you prefer, 1500. Question 3, Berlin is 3 hours ahead of the UK. If it's 4:30 in Birmingham, what time it is in Berlin? So we want to add 3 hours onto 4:30, which takes me to 7:30. Okay, let's try problem solving type question then. I can turn the page. Come on. There we go. Okay, so a flight leaves Edinburgh at 11:30 local time. It arrives in Paris, France at 14:05 local time. The time in France is 1 hour ahead of Britain. How long did the flight take? Now, we need our times to match before we can work out how long the flight takes. It doesn't matter if we do the time difference first and then adjust, or adjust, whatever way you find it easier. I find it easier to adjust first. So I'm going to take my 1 hour off. So the time in Edinburgh or in Great Britain when the flight arrived would be 1 hour less. So 11:30 minus 1 hour. No, not 11:30 minus 1 hour. What did I want to say here? I'm not interested in when it left, I'm interested in when it arrived. 14:05 minus 1 hour, that's better. It'll be 1:05. Okay, so the length of the flight then starts at 11:30 and finishes at 1:05. I'm going to do a wee step in between. I'm going to go 12 o'clock in between. Don't need to, just sometimes makes it easier. Dear, writing all the wrong things. Stop trying to talk and write at the same time. 11:30 to 12 o'clock then takes 30 minutes. 12 o'clock to 1:05 takes 1 hour and 5 minutes. So altogether the journey took 1 hour and 35 minutes. You can of course adjust either of the times, it doesn't matter which one you adjust. You could adjust the Paris time down to the UK time if you prefer. Let's try one more like that. Okay, second example then. A flight leaves London at 22:35 local time. It arrives in JFK in New York at 53 minutes past midnight local time. The time in New York is 5 hours behind the time in London. How long did the flight take? Okay, again, I'm going to adjust my time zones first. I'm going to look at the time in New York. That's 5 hours behind the time in London. So I'm going to change that into London time. So I want to add on 5 hours. So we're at 53 minutes past midnight, then it'll be +1, +2, +3, +4, +5. It's quite nice, it'd be midnight, makes it a lot easier. So UK time, we would arrive at 53 minutes past 5 in the morning. Okay, that's both my times in the right zone now, so I want to know how long it is between 22:35 and 5:53. Again, I'm going to go up to the next hour because I find that the easiest way to work out time differences. From 35 minutes past 10 to 11 o'clock is 25 minutes. From 11 o'clock to 5:53 would be 6 hours 53 minutes. Altogether then, 53 minutes of my 25 minutes, I'm going to take 7 of those minutes to get me up to 7 hours. So I've taken 7 off here. That gives me 18 minutes. So my flight time would be 7 hours and 18 minutes. Oh, get rid of that. As ever, any questions, please get in touch.